Hello everybody, this is Lorraine from Canada with a Verbling class for you at the pre-intermediate level. In this class we will be doing some listening and the topic is the inventor. So I have an inventor that I want you to guess who he is and what he invented. And so we'll say hello to Danielle today. How are you?
Hello, fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm very good, thank you. If you hear some weird noises, it's a motorcycle outside of my window, so I hope it is not too
Did you write?
disruptive. Hi, Oscar. No, it's
Hey.
my husband
Hi.
has a motorcycle shop. That's what he does for a living, and right now somebody is out checking out to see if the bike is working because service. So they're trying to fix bikes.
Okay.
Hi, Oscar. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thanks.
Oscar. Good. Excellent. Nice to see you this day. Very good.
Hi, Lorraine.
And we
Hi,
have
Lorraine.
Victor too. Hi, Victor.
As well.
Yeah. My three regulars. Actually, there are a lot of regular students in this class. I wonder where they are. Maybe they're still in another class.
Maybe.
Now, isn't that weird? I did put the link in the Verbling chat, but it didn't seem to come over for some reason. I don't know why. Isn't that weird? Okay, I'll do it again. Here we go. Okay, so that's the link to our material for today. If you're wanting to get it, you can. And we have Aka. Hello. I always ask too soon. They're not ready yet. Hi, Aka. Are you there?
Yes. Hello. How are you?
I'm very well. Is that how you pronounce your name, Aka or Eka?
My full name is AKA Ken.
Ake.
But, yeah. Also known as Ken.
Okay, so.
But Hangout shows the AKA part. So you can call me Aka. Anyway.
Well, Eka, okay. Eka Ken? Eka Ken? Oh, I see. Eka Ken. All right. Excellent. Well, welcome to class. I think you have been in my class before, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think I remember having this conversation about the name. I should write it down. Well, welcome again. I'm glad you're here. And
thank you very much.
Also have Claudia. How are you today, Claudia? Claudia, are you there?
Yoo-hoo.
Okay, Claudia, we can't hear you. Whoops, there she goes. Imad, hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. Am I saying your name correctly? Imad?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. It looks like you have a picture of feathers.
Yes, it's my major. I'm a veterinarian and my major is poultry.
Okay, and what kind of a bird is this?
This mix from feathers.
Okay. Okay, interesting. I think Oscar speaks bird.
No, me no.
Okay.
He only understands.
He only understands. He can't speak it. Okay. Claudia, are you there? Hello. Claudia, I can see you.
Cycle outside of my window, so.
Claudia, you must close the Verbling window, please, and that way you won't get the echoes.
Yes, now I closed. Thank you.
Good. Okay. Welcome to the class. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. And we have Eduardo as well. He's with us. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you,
Good.
Lorraine.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, well, I think we'll get started with the material. If you download it, it will be easier to follow along. But I also will share my screen share with you once I find it here. Here it is. Okay. So this lesson is called The Inventor. And we're going to be listening to information and doing some comprehension questions. Also, we'll be doing some speaking in this class. So if everybody can see the screen, you should see a gray screen with the inventor on it. If you cannot see it, please let me know so we can figure that out.
Yes.
Okay, everybody can see it. Excellent. So here we go. What do you think were the 3 most important inventions in the world ever? Think about that for a moment and write them down so that you can remember when I ask you. And think about why you think they were the most important. So I'm going to give you a minute or so to write down the 3 most important inventions. If you want to share them in Verbling Chat or Google Chat, that's fine, or just on a piece of paper. We will discuss them. So has everybody got their 3 most important inventions? Are you ready? I'm going to
Yes.
start with Victor. Victor, what do you think were the 3 most important inventions in the world?
The internet, the mobile phones, and vaccination.
Oh, yeah. And vaccinations. Good one. Okay, very good. Oscar, you have the wheel.
Yes. The wheel, the radio, the television,
Okay, and television. Okay. And Imad, what do you
Yeah.
think are the 3 most important inventions?
Yeah. The lamp
Okay.
and antibiotic.
Repeat, please. And
Antibiotic.
oh, antibiotics. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more.
And the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, vacuum cleaner. You must have just finished doing your housework. Okay. Eduardo, what do you think?
I don't know. I think it depends of the epoch or the era.
Yeah, but in the whole world, the most important inventions, maybe you have to go way back.
Yeah, I think we advance a lot of energy. For example, nuclear power was
Okay.
a great invent, and of course, internet technology, information technology. We are all connected. nowadays. And yeah, maybe in medicine there is a lot of field to improve, and there is a lot of good invents like antibiotics or vaccines. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. And Danielle, he's got the wheel, fire, electricity. Okay. Oh. So number 3 for you, Danielle, is that to prolong the day, to make the day longer is what you mean?
Yes. Electricity to long the
Okay.
day.
All right. Yeah. We say to prolong the day
Okay.
is how you say that. I'll write it for you. Prolong, to prolong the day.
Okay.
And that means to make the day longer. Prolong. Okay, so yeah, wheel, fire, electricity. Okay, very good. Claudia, what about you?
I think the most important probably are the wheel. I don't remember who told this. Wheel, electricity, and I think flying, the discover of brother Wright. How did they call? I don't remember the name. They invented the plane.
Oh, okay, so flight. Yeah,
Flight.
the invention of flight. Okay,
Yes.
good. All right. And Akiken?
Yes. If I choose, say the epoch-making invention in the human history, writing, farming, and how to use electricity.
Okay.
For writing, human can accumulate the knowledge generation
Yeah.
to generation, and farming kind of made human how can I say in the same place. And how to use electricity now, modern life rely on electricity so much. Without electricity, we cannot join this class.
Yeah, really, we don't have life as we know it. That's true. Okay, very good. So if all of you had to choose one thing that is the most important discovery in the world, what do you think it would be? What would be your choice out of all of these things that we've said? Which one does everybody agree might be the most important? Anyone, like, think about it. If you have to pick one.
Nowadays, for me, is information technology, computer.
Okay, information technology. All right. Danielle says electricity. Victor, what do you think?
I agree with internet and technology.
Okay, Oscar, what about you?
The wheel.
The wheel. Okay, good. Imad?
Electricity.
Electricity. Okay. Eduardo?
I said already information technology.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Don't worry.
Claudia?
Electricity.
Electricity. Okay. Eka Ken?
Okay, through human history, there may be writing. I would choose writing at the beginning of our knowledge, probably.
Okay. All right. A lot of people chose either electricity or information technology, which writing is the basis of, like, going way back. If we hadn't learned to write, we wouldn't have an information technology. Also, our information technology relies on something. What do we have to have in order to have that internet and information technology? What's the basis for that?
Communication, the phone.
Yeah, the phone, but all of those things take something. They need something.
I don't know.
Language.
Mathematics, you mean?
Well, that too, but it all starts with power, right? We need power.
Energy,
And
yeah.
yeah, all of our technology has been built on electricity.
Yeah.
No matter how we get that electricity, whether it's through like waterfalls, which create the electricity, or nuclear power, which creates electricity, or burning fossil fuels, which creates electricity. Without electricity, we wouldn't have the world that we know it right now. So I think that electricity, and I think most of you are agreeing, electricity is the power. We have to have power for our world. Okay, so that was just a warmer, thinking about inventions. Now, we have this dapper young fellow here. Does anybody know who this guy is? I don't know if anyone's ever seen him.
Yes,
Yes.
Thomas Alva Edison.
Yes, Thomas Edison. So what did Thomas Edison invent? He invented so many things, but what's one thing you know he invented, Victor?
The lamp.
A lamp invented.
The lamp.
The lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, the light bulb is what you mean, the
Yeah.
light bulb. Yeah,
Yeah.
a light bulb. He invented a light bulb.
Electricity light.
Okay, but actually, well, I won't get into too much about the light bulb. He certainly had something to do with it. He invented electricity. He built the first dam to create electricity.
Power station.
What is in this picture?
Player, record player.
Yeah, it's a record player. That's right.
Prototype
The
of
phonograph. They called it
Yeah.
a phonograph at the
Phonograph.
time. Yeah, a phonograph.
MP3.
Early
An iPod.
MP3, yes, iPod. Okay, great. All
Big
right,
iPod.
so lots of things that that this guy created. So we're going to listen to a recording about Thomas Edison. Again, the accent in this is British. It is not the best recording. I'm sorry for that. They're just not that great from this website. But you should be able to hear what is said. And I want you to try and figure out which one of these pictures is something that is not mentioned in the listening. So listen for the things that are in the pictures, okay? If everybody will mute their microphone, it'll keep a quiet classroom, and then I'll play this. So everyone mute. Claudia, can you mute your microphone, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
No, sorry, microphone or
Oh, all you need to do, Claudia, is on your screen. If you put your cursor on your screen, a box will open up. Just click on. You got it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, here we go.
Thomas Edison was born in 1847 into an America lit by gas lamps. By the time he died in 1931, electricity powered the world. Edison invented more than 2,000 new products, including switches, fuses, sockets, meters, and most famously, long-lasting light bulbs. Though Edison didn't invent the first light bulb, he was the first to produce one that stayed lit for more than a few seconds. As well as an inventor, Edison was a businessman. He built the first electricity power station in New York City in 1882. This led to the first distribution network, or grid. 55 Manhattan homes became the first in the world to receive electricity directly. Edison also built the world's first film studio and had the patent for the first film camera. But not all his later inventions were successful. His concrete homes, for example, were not popular.
When he said the world was round, they all laughed when Edison recorded sound.
Okay. So, which one of these pictures was not mentioned? Does anybody know?
Concrete homes.
Oh, Ian mentioned concrete homes at the very end.
Yes.
Lighthouse. Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Lighthouse, yes. Lighthouse. He didn't have anything to do with a lighthouse, although his light bulb lit the lighthouse. They did not mention lighthouses in this listening. Okay. So we're going to listen one more time, and this time listen for detail. Take a look at these questions. I'll give you a second, and then I'll play it again. Okay, here we go.
Thomas Edison was born in 1847 into an America lit by gas lamps. By the time he died in 1931, electricity powered the world. Edison invented more than 2,000 new products, including switches, fuses, sockets, meters, and most famously, long-lasting light bulbs. Though Edison didn't invent the first light bulb, he was the first to produce one that stayed lit for more than a few seconds. As well as an inventor, Edison was a businessman. He built the first electricity power station in New York City in 1882. This led to the first distribution network, or grid. 55 Manhattan homes became the first in the world to receive electricity directly. Edison also built the world's first film studio and had the patent for the first film camera. But not all his later inventions were successful. His concrete homes, for example, were not popular.
When he said the world was round, they all laughed when Edison recorded sound.
Okay, so are most of you ready to answer the questions, or would you like me to play it one more time?
One more time. One more time.
One more time.
One more time. Okay, here we go.
Thomas Edison was born in 1847 into an America lit by gas lamps. By the time he died in 1931, electricity powered the world. Edison invented more than 2,000 new products, including switches, fuses, sockets, meters, and most famously, long-lasting light bulbs. Though Edison didn't invent the first light bulb, he was the first to produce one that stayed lit for more than a few seconds. As well as an inventor, Edison was a businessman. He built the first electricity power station in New York City in 1882. This led to the first distribution network, or grid. 55 Manhattan homes became the first in the world to receive electricity directly. Edison also built the world's first film studio and had the patent for the first film camera. But not all his later inventions were successful. His concrete homes, for example, were not popular.
When he said the world was round, they all laughed when Edison recorded sound.
All right. We'll start with Eka-ken. Can you answer number 1?
Okay.
Yes.
Thomas Edison died at the age of 33 fourths.
Okay.
He died 1933 probably.
Okay. Do you remember he was born when? Did
He
anyone
was
hear
born?
that?
I don't know.
Did anyone notice when he was born?
1848.
Close. 1847.
Hey,
And he died in 1931. So that would make him how old? Just a little math here.
84
Anyone
years
can
old.
answer this.
84.
Yeah, 84 years old. Okay. So that was definitely false. Good. Claudia, number
Yes.
2.
He invented more than 1,500 new products. I didn't understand when I heard, but I think it's true because I remember this.
Okay.
But
Around
I
2000.
don't understand. I didn't understand from the.
Okay. In the listening, it said that he invented
2000?
more than 2,000
2000,
products. But the sentence that says he invented more than 1,500 new products is still true, because 2,000 is more than 1,500.
Tricky.
I know. I do these exercises myself. I don't just look at the answer key. So I thought about that one for a while, but yeah, it is more than 1,500 new products for sure, because it was even more than 2,000 products. So this is true. He did, in fact, invent more than 1,500 new products. Okay, great. Danielle, can you do number 3, please?
He was the first inventor of the light bulb. True.
Does everybody agree with that?
No.
First inventor of stable light bulb, maybe. Stable one.
Yes, exactly. He didn't invent the first light bulb, so this is false.
Okay.
But he did invent the first light bulb that stayed lit for more than a few years. Therefore, Eduardo, you get an easy question, number 4.
Yes, obviously, it's false.
Yes, because it did work. Excellent. Imad, the
Yeah.
next one, please, number 5.
Edison was a bad businessman. No.
So this is false?
False, yeah.
Okay, everybody agrees? False?
It's false.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, because actually he must have been a pretty good businessman if he invented electricity. And, well, I'll let somebody else do the next question. Oscar, number 6.
Yes. He built a power station in New York. It's true.
It's true, yes. Okay. Where is it here? There. Okay. Victor, number 7.
Edison provided electricity for everyone in New York. Maybe true.
Does everybody agree?
Some people in New York. Not all. Not for everyone.
Yeah, they said a number of houses.
Not for everyone. Does anybody remember how many? Yeah, how many? Anybody remember?
55?
Yeah, 55 houses in Manhattan. So this is false because his power station wasn't that powerful. But it was the first grid, and it was in 1887, so that's amazing. Okay, for 55 homes in Manhattan. All right, Ikaken, number 8.
He made some of the earliest films. I heard he opened a studio and invented a camera, but I couldn't get whether he made a film or not.
Yeah, you need to extrapolate from this. That means make assumptions based on the information given. So if he made the first film studio, then it implies that they made films there.
Okay, so true.
Yeah, true. That was another one I had to think about and consult the answer key. Okay. Claudia, number 9.
Few of his inventions were successful. I think not few, but many of his
Yes.
inventions.
That's right. So this is a true or false statement. Is this statement false or true?
Yes, sorry. Yes, false, false.
Okay, good. Yes. So many of his inventions were successful. Good. And Danielle, number 10, please.
People loved his concrete homes. False.
Yeah, they didn't like them.
It was prominent.
I guess, you know, when I have been in Mexico, many, many, many houses are concrete. But here in North America, concrete is not very popular for homes. There are some, but not many. So it just didn't really catch on here. People here tend to build with wood. Okay. This is a very short lesson. This is the last of the lesson plan. But it is a long one because we are going to have a discussion. You're going to live for a year in a remote African village. Which of these things will be the hardest? Put them in order with one as the hardest. So the hardest thing to live without is your number 1 thing. I'll give you a few minutes to think about this and make your choices, and then we'll ask each person about their choices. Do you have a question, anyone?
No.
Okay. You can write your answers in the chat, but just use one entry. So number 1, hardest to live without, would be Okay, Ken, are you almost done?
Yes.
Victor? Okay, I don't see them in the chat.
Ah,
If you could just write
we
it
have.
in the chat.
Sorry, I forgot writing.
That's okay, no problem. Okay, so we have Victor's. All right. Okay, so let's just take a look at these. I'm going to do Claudia's first. Hers are in the Google chat. So her number one thing, it would be running water.
Yes,
Is her number one. Okay, and number two for her is electricity, then
yes,
friends and family, food, and then transportation.
yes.
Okay, so running water, I'm assuming means that you can turn a tap on in the kitchen or the bathroom and get water out of it. So that is what you would find the hardest to live without, being able to flush a toilet or turn on, get drinking water. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
No, I can. Sorry, I can face better everything if I can have a shower in the morning.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I understand. And electricity would be next. So that means you could do without your cell phone and the internet as long as you could have a shower.
Freezer.
Yes, but I think in the I think especially the light and there are many things we use in which we use electricity. Maybe phone is the last for me, but I think about light, and I think about if I want to listen to to music or to many things. I want to cook. I want to. Yes.
Yeah, it is really central to our lifestyle to have electricity and running water for sure. And then your next one was friends and family. Yeah, that would be hard. And then your traditional foods, and then your transportation.
Yes.
Okay, yours was very similar to mine, but I turned electricity and running water around. For me, electricity would be the hardest.
Yes, yes.
I can jump in a lake and get clean, but man, it's hard to live without electricity. Great. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
And let's see. So the next one we have is Danielle's. For him, it was electricity, running water, friends and family, food from his country, transportation. Okay, so yours was, oh no, that one's mine. Electricity,
Yes.
running water, food from my country, my family, a car, and a hospital. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about a hospital. Yeah, that would be hard to live without. You don't need it very often, but you would want it to be there when you needed it. It might be a long way to go in Africa to find a hospital if you're in a remote part. Okay, good. Who's next? Oscar. For you, it's the water, electricity, friends and family, and I think you had more. Yeah, food and then a car.
Yes.
So you're like Claudia, you have the same priorities as Claudia did. That's good, okay. And I wonder who friend love is. That must be somebody who is watching, because I don't think it's anyone in the class. But they have similar, although they put transportation before
maybe
friends and family. I'm
I
sorry?
am
I'm sorry, repeat?
I am Ahmed.
Oh, it's Emmett.
What?
Okay. All right, so transportation before friends and family. So Emmett, your friend love, is that your...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, interesting. I wonder why it's different. Okay, so you would have more trouble living without your car than without your close family?
For me,
Yeah,
yes, I bought the electricity at first because
yes.
you may you can't get the water if you haven't the electricity at the village.
Oh, yeah, there's a good idea, right. You
Mm,
can't have running water without electricity to run the pump.
yeah.
Good plan, yeah, never thought of that. Very good.
Yeah. And the next I need the water and then transportation, food and then transportation. And the last thing is friends that I can make friendship with any person at anywhere.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So you would just make some new friends where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Eduardo, you just have water and electricity. As long as you have those, it doesn't matter about the rest.
Yeah. I was thinking more in survive more than
Okay,
our needs
survival.
because it's an African village.
Yeah.
So I choose water. It's all drought. So yes, I don't want to walk every day looking for water and carry it. We use water every
A
day,
lot.
so
Yeah.
it's going to make your life there easier. And you can have water without electricity. If you have in a mountain, a lake, for example, or a tank. There is a lot of tanks in the United States in a lot of places, so you get pressure on your pipes, so you don't need always a pump. Yeah.
Okay, all right, possibly, yeah, maybe. If you are pumping water out of a well, which is what I picture in Africa, then you would definitely need electricity or a very strong donkey or something.
Yeah, animal, really, some kind of animal and a device trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
But you got fire for the electricity, you got your feet for transport, and you got other food, so the rest is not necessary for survive.
Okay, all right, great. That's an interesting point of view. I agree. Victor, your number one thing is your friends. You would miss your friends.
Of course, I would miss
Okay.
my friends. With friends, it would be more interesting.
Okay, all right. So for some people, the relationships, and then the next thing you have is running water.
Yes.
And
Water is important as well.
well, you can't live without water. So
Yeah.
it is a very, although in this case, what we're living without is running water. That doesn't mean that you can't get water from a well, but you might have to, drop a bucket in the well and pull it up and carry it home if you don't have running water. And then you have food from your country. Would be something that would be more important than electricity to you. Why is that? This is the conversation part of the lesson, people.
I'm not good in conversation.
I know, and so you have to practice. What food would you miss in particular that you have from your country?
I can eat any food. I don't know why I put it.
Okay. All right. Well, it's just an exercise to make you think about what is important in your life.
For me, important only friends.
Okay. Friends are really
Really?
important to you. Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
I think Victor would be a really good friend. A really good friend to have. So your very
French
last
Victor.
one is the car or transportation. That doesn't matter very much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same for me. I can walk. I like to walk.
Yes.
Okay.
Better to walk.
Yeah, it is. It is much better to walk. I need to walk. Okay. Akaken, you say all of them are important to you, but water is essential to live.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so after water, though, what would be the next most important thing?
Electricity.
Okay, electricity
Yeah.
for you. All right, so all of those other things. I mean, I don't know if in any of your countries you have times when there is a blackout and you lose your electricity. A few years ago, we had it for, I think it was a week. We went without electricity, and everything you go to do, you can't do because you have no electricity. It's really aggravating.
A week without electricity.
Yes.
7 days.
Yes. It was, maybe 5 years ago in the eastern region of Canada and the United States had something happen to the power grid, and it knocked out millions of people from their electricity. And where we are in near Toronto, we were out for about a week, but other people were out even longer. And luckily, it was in the summertime because we didn't need heat. But if that had happened in the winter, a lot of people would have been in a lot of trouble because many people heat with electricity. So I'm glad it happened in the summer.
And I think it causes a huge problem among hospital if they
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
a self generator at all.
Yeah,
You know.
most hospitals do have generators, and so, but they are on, very basic, only emergency stuff that they had to do. It was really weird. It was it was hard to live without electricity. You start to understand how important it is to your way of life.
It happened in Japan, after the earthquake. My
Oh,
area
right,
didn't
yeah.
quake at all, so my area's life was quite normal at that time. But the north area's life was people cannot rely on electricity at all. So yeah, and I noticed, wow, how many things we are relying on electricity nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you get your electricity now in Japan? Because I think most of the nuclear they're shut down, aren't they?
Yes, shut down. And now government want to restart again. That some people are against about that. And yeah, such kind of debate is happening now in Japan. Restart nuclear power plants or not.
Right.
Fukushima is helpless. It won't use again anymore. But a lot of electric power stations are in Japan, maybe 50. So all 50 power stations stopped now.
So what do you do for power? How do you make your power now?
A kind of generator. For example, oil, coal,
Oh, okay.
and
So,
wind power, solar power,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
etc.
Okay. And that's interesting. And maybe other people can talk about how they get their power in their country. For instance, Claudia, where are you? What is your country?
I'm from Italy.
From Italy. And how does Italy get its power? What do they use?
I don't know for sure. I know we have some. I don't know how is the name with water.
Yes, that's hydroelectric. Hydroelectric. Hydro means water.
Okay.
Yes. Hydroelectric power.
We have some hydroelectric central. How do you say? Hydroelectric central.
Plant.
Oh, plant. Yes.
Plant.
Yeah, a hydroelectric plant is
Sorry,
where.
but I can't read in the chat. I don't know
Oh,
why.
okay. Sorry. I'll use the Google chat for you.
Okay, thank you. Plant, okay. We have, yes, some hydroelectric power plant, and then I know we buy gas from Russia, so I don't know now. We will have some problem in the future.
Yes, I'm hearing that's an issue. Oh dear.
I don't know. I'm not so. I don't know this matter so good.
Okay, you don't know how the power is made in Italy.
Yes.
Do you know if there are nuclear power plants?
Yeah.
Nuclear power plants that
No,
use.
no, we don't have nuclear power plants because we voted in 1987 and we renounce. How do you say?
Yes, that's good. Renounce. Or rejected. You rejected.
Yes, the nuclear power plants. So we closed we have 3 or 4 nuclear power plants in the 80s, and so we closed after this we call referendum.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, Italians are smart. That was a smart thing. Very good.
I think the ultimate problem with nuclear power plants, it's not only the accident but also human doesn't have a process, the way of process nuclear waste.
Exactly.
So
It's a
nuclear,
huge problem. It just stays around. So all we're doing is deferring the problem. Nuclear power in itself creates very clean power, but it has the spent fuel, which is not. It's very, very dangerous substance that lasts forever, and we don't know what to do with it. So until we figure out that, it's probably not our best means. And then, of course, there are the accidents and the problems of Fukushima, as far as I can see, are still happening. It's not gone.
Yeah.
It's still
Exactly.
a huge problem in the world, not just Japan, but for the world. Yeah. Danielle, how does your country get their power?
In my country, there are a war between company electric and government
Why?
because of the how much money costs the electricity, It's very very expensive.
Mm.
In 5 years, he rise about 50%.
Wow.
50%.
In the
Yes.
last 5 years, so over the last 5 years,
Yes.
the cost of electricity has risen
Yes.
by
Yes.
50%. Oh my goodness. My
Yes. The
goodness. Oh,
government don't permit the company electricity to raise the price of the electricity, and there were problem about it. And in the end, all the people in the country we're paying for this
wow.
for
And how is the electricity made in your country? What do they do to
main
make it?
uh, hydrological uh, hydroelectric, sorry, hydroelectric,
Hydroelectric. Okay, hydroelectric.
hydroelectric,
Uh-huh.
and then I don't know what to say in English. Ciclo combinado. It's with burning
Okay.
burning
Yeah.
coal,
Burning coal or natural
burning coal.
gas or
Yes,
whatever.
or
Okay.
natural gas.
Term.
Yes,
Yeah. We say just
and
burning
Term.
fossil fuels, whatever it is. Yeah.
fossil fuel. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
And
and nuclear fission nuclear, but a little
just
bit
a little.
nuclear.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
we buy electricity France.
From France. Okay.
From France,
That too.
yes, he has a lot of nuclear
Yeah. They do a lot of nuclear.
electricity.
France and Germany
Yes.
both have a lot of nuclear.
Yeah.
Very quickly, Eduardo, what about in your country? How do you make electricity in
Yes, we make there is four sources, 30, 30, 20, 20% maybe. And the first one is like the last one Daniel said, the thermal power plant. We call it
Okay.
combined cycle with, like you say, coal and natural gas. This is
Right.
in the north of Spain. And the second one is wind farms and solar power.
Oh, okay.
We
So
have a
there
lot.
is some of the new technologies, the green
Yeah.
technologies. Yeah.
I think it's going over 33% of the energy,
Really?
electricity energy here in Spain right now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And yes, and the third is nuclear power. We have 6 nuclear power plants
Okay.
here in Spain. They try to get a lot of people trying to, I don't know, make more solar power plant, but we have a lot of problem with the price right now because the energy is going to be, I don't know, free will. I'm talking about the companies because we have a kind of monopolio. I don't know how to say that, but just one big company all over Spain, and right now they are competing between them.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yes,
Interesting. I just
and
want to,
yeah,
if I'll have to, I want to go to Imad for a minute
okay,
to
okay,
find
okay,
out what they use in his country.
okay.
What country are you in, Imad?
I am from Egypt.
Okay. And what do they use for power in Egypt?
Yeah, we have two ways that from hydroelectric power plant and the other from gas and coal.
Okay. And
Yeah,
fossil fuels as well.
yeah.
Okay, good. And unfortunately, we're out of time. I'm sorry, Oscar and Victor, I didn't get
No
to you.
problem, teacher.
But I have to go to the next class, so anybody who is interested can follow me to the next class, and I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, everybody. Thanks for
Thank you
joining
very
me.
much.